Welcome to the tutorial for how to access World Bank data. Your first step is to go to the worldbank.org website and click Data. Then you will go to the Data Catalog. We're going to use World Development Indicators, and to do that we're going to access the data bank, so click on Data Bank. At this point it's going to open up the interactive area of the data bank, and this is where you'll get your data and find your country as well. For this tutorial, I'm going to use one of my favorite countries, Ghana. Hit select. That'll populate this area which says that you've selected Ghana, and hit next. Next you'll select your data. As you know, you'll be selecting two variables called GNI, current dollars, and GNI per capita, current dollars as well. Your third variable will be either life expectancy at birth, it'll be literacy for youth female, or it could be trade as a percent of GDP. That is your option. What I'm going to do is enter in all five of these variables just to show you where to find them and what they look like. So first I'll punch in GNI in the search area and scroll down. There's my GNI. Select GNI per capita. Atlas method is fine. Select, and then for life expectancy at birth, let me punch that in. Okay, and I want total years. Select that. For literacy, I want to type in literacy, and I want youth female, very important development variable. Hit select, and then my final one, trade, and as a percent of GDP, select. So I have two of the variables that I'll definitely be using for the paper, and then either this one, or this one you can use as your third variable. It really just depends on availability and which one is most important for your country. Hit next. Now you want to select the years. I recommend you go at least as far back as 1990. What you want to do is click 1990. This blue highlight shows up, and then hit the shift button. Click 2009. So now you've highlighted all of those data points, and hit select. Now for the paper, you don't have to do all the way back until 1990, but at a minimum you'll need to do 2000 to 2009. I recommend going back to 1990 because you can get a better trend analysis going, and it'll be probably easier to understand the trends if you go back a little further. But it's up to you. Okay. Next. Now you have some options for orientation, but all I want to do now is to view the data. And I'll make this screen a little bigger. Alright, so for Ghana, I have all of my data points. You'll notice it starts at 1990 and goes all the way to 2009. A couple of interesting things here. One is I don't have much data for literacy rate until 2000, and even after that, actually I have nothing, virtually nothing. So I know I won't be using literacy rate for my analysis. So I'll either choose life expectancy or trade as a percent of GDP because I do have data there. Another thing you want to keep in mind is that this output will give you all of the units for the data, meaning I have 5,773,655,073 current dollars in 1990 in terms of Ghanaian GNI. So when you start working with this data in Excel, you may want to, and I recommend it, scale this down to at least the millions, because then you'll be able to better manipulate the data. See how it's just 5,774 million. So if you do that, or if you don't, either case, you'll need to export this data to Excel to work with it. So you want to click the Excel button, It'll ask you to open with or save file. I just use open with. Hit OK. And then this screen will pop up giving you 2 Excel files. This file is typically the file that contains your data. So click on that. And there it is. Make it a little bit more manageable here. See what's going on. If you scroll this out, it'll open up all the data. Okay, so there's your data. You can now start, creating your tables, start doing your descriptive statistical analysis, and anything else you want to do with the data in Excel. Good luck, and happy data analysis.